Southern Illinois is gearing up for another round of winter weather. Good evening, I'm Jacob Gordon.
And I'm Zach Warhus. Our top story tonight is the winter weather advisory issued for all of Southern Illinois.
All right, let's turn over to Jordan Taylor, who has more on this advisory and tips on how to stay safe on the roads.
Well, guys, as the snow begins to mix in with the rain, this can make for very slippery road conditions while you're driving. So here's some tips to keep you safe while you're out on the roads. Give IDOT plenty of room.
A group of SIU students gathered together for an assembly to celebrate Black History Month.
African Americans in a Time of War. That's this year's theme for Black History Month. It celebrates the end of the First World War and explores the concept meanings of its aftermath.
Sing the song.
The event began by a group sing-along of the Black National Anthem. There were then performances by SIU students, including Voices of Inspiration and Simba the Poet.
These sunsets colored in supremacy and higher learning, like the two coexist, have tea parties and administrative emails like we're here, but not really here, just a signature at the bottom of an email that we didn't even type, but let me stop.
The guest speaker of the night, Dr. Wesley Moniz, explained the importance of this year's theme and got students ready for more to come.
Because I really wanted to come to a place surrounded by Black people, because right now in the program that I'm in, I'm not around people that look like me very often. So it was just a time to come back to my roots and place where I'm from and just come and mingle with more Black students on campus.
For more information, please visit smrc.siu.edu.
Put your tongue in between your teeth.
Elementary school closed all last week because of the flu reopened. Each and every student gets their temperature checked on the first day. Officials say almost a third of students at Wells Elementary in Grayville were out with the flu. School administrators say closing the school was a safety measure.
Yes.
14% of the student body was sick to come to school today, but that's an improvement over the 29% sick last week. Grayville is near Evansville, Indiana.
What started as a homework assignment for one SIU student has turned into a new documentary project.
Evening Edition reporter Justin Broom is live in the studio to tell us more. Justin.
I'm Zach Warhus.
And I'm Jacob Gordon. Illinois Democrat worker Kalana Hampton has claims party officials took too long to respond after she reported sexual harassment by a male supervisor last February. Hampton reported Supervisor Kevin Quinn for sending suggestive texts and repeatedly asking her out. Quinn was dismissed this past Tuesday after an investigation, but Hampton feels officials delayed action to protect the former Mike Madigan aide. Text logs show that Hampton asked Quinn several times to stop texting her, and calls to Quinn's number went unanswered today. A kidnapping and murder suspect in Illinois won't go on trial for another year. Brent Christensen is accused of abducting and killing a U of I Chinese scholar, Yingying Zhang. Zhang's body has not been found yet, but investigators believe that she's dead and that Christensen is responsible. On Monday, a judge set the trial for April of 2019. The vice president of the Chinese American Association of Central Illinois is shocked that it's taking so long. The government is seeking the death penalty for Christensen if he's convicted. I don't know about you, but it was nice to see the sunshine out today.
Yeah, it was beautiful. We got up to 40 today, I think.
Yes.
We're supposed to get even warmer. Let's go to Jordan Taylor for more with the weather. Jordan?
In addition, the DACA debate heats up in Washington.
And some unsettling news from a popular makeup chain. You're watching Evening Edition at 5.
Evening, the top brass of the intelligence community testifying on Capitol Hill today. The topic, worldwide threats.
As Omar Jimenez reports, the open hearing touched on a wide array of threats from North Korea to China. However, a big chunk of it focused on one single country, Russia.
And here is your play of the day as Zach Levine snags the ball away from Sheldon Mack and throws it down with one hand. That play gives the Bulls a 105-101 victory over the Orlando Magic. Levine finished tonight with 18 points and 7 boards. Wow, that steal was amazing, and he just threw it down. I can't even dunk like that.
Pat, I can't even run down the court like that. What are you talking about?
That was an absolutely incredible play. Thank you so much, Pat. Love is in the air, but what is the Valentine's Day forecast like? Jordan Taylor will tell us next.
But first, the new Snapchat update is getting a lot of backlash. After an update introduced last week, it appears that Snapchat users are furious. I as well. So much that over 800,000 people have signed a petition to encourage the company to revert back to the basics. The popular app previously featured content from friends, publishers, and celebrities on one page. Now there's a separate page for both publishers and friends. Users are criticizing that the new interface design is too difficult to navigate. A spokesperson tells CNN, updates as big as this one can take a little time getting used to, but we hope that the community will enjoy it once they settle in.
Additions to places where Romeo's species were once common.
Speaking of Valentine's Day, with that new Snapchat update, you could definitely use it to Snapchat probably the girl you've always liked.
You think the frog's going to Snapchat his little date?
I mean, he's been calling out for, what, a decade? I think it's time.
I don't think he's going to like the new update. But let's talk about what the forecast is going to be like.
Yeah,
Valentine's Day forecast, we're going to start off with some rain, just a little bit dropping because of the cold front back into the 30s, but possible rebound into the weekend, possible showers back in on Sunday.
All right. Thank you, Jordan. And thank you for joining us tonight. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at River Region News. Our webpage is riverregionnews.wordpress.com. I'm Jacob Gordon.
And I'm Zach Warhus.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jacob Gordon.
And I'm Zach Warhus. A new perspective tonight on
The ousted head of student government at SIU Carbondale is protesting his impeachment loudly.
And as River Region's Phoenix Hoon Simmons tells us, he's vowing to keep doing so.
And what's the pick of the litter, guys? Sunday.
Sunday.
Look at Sunday. You got sun and a high of 60 degrees. So that weekend looking pretty spectacular, guys. And hopefully we'll keep it.
After a week of rain, I am so glad to see the sun.
We're all due for that, and maybe we can get out and get on those kayaks. Maybe the lake will be ready to go here on campus, and we'll all get out and splash a little bit.
All right, thank you so much, Jordan. Let's head over to Patrick Cotto for a preview of what's coming up with sports.
On the billboards, he used messages including hashtag Philly wants LeBron and complete the process. The Sixers are currently in 7th place in the Eastern Conference, while the Cavs are in 3rd. Wow, that's a lot of billboards he decided to use to put LeBron's name on there to get him to the team.
So do you think he's going to go to Philly?
We have no idea. You have no idea where LeBron James is going to go.
Hey, man, as long as he doesn't go to the Warriors, I'm glad.
Yes.
The sun stuck around for a little bit, but the rain is going to come back. We'll update you on the forecast after this break.
But first, one bird cannot wait to make her TV appearance. We'll show you next.
Coming up on Evening Edition, we take a look at how Illinoisans are feeling going into the upcoming primary, plus how President Trump's proposed steel tariffs could affect business here, and what St. Louis police are doing about dangerous stunt driving. Live from Southern Illinois University, this is River Region Evening Edition.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Jacob Gordon.
And I'm Zach Warhus.
The 2018 primary election is just around the corner, with early voting already underway. But some Illinois residents aren't confident about where the state is heading.
Evening Edition reporter Justin Broom is live in the studio to tell us more. Justin?
El Dorado firefighters are blaming a series of power strips for a house fire that displaced a family of 5. They responded to a fire around 1 o'clock this morning, finding flames in the living room. Everyone in the family escaped, but they have no fire insurance. If you wish to donate to the family, you can call the number at the bottom of your screen, 618-499-9054.
3 Chicago daycare workers face child endangerment charges for allegedly giving 2-year-olds gummy bears laced with melatonin.
Now, they admit to doing it, but they say they don't think it's a problem since melatonin is available over the counter. Suzanne Lehman-Yo has a story.
For NFL times, the estimated 40 time is my estimated 40 time I said was 7.5 seconds, but in the NFL, the fastest is 4.22 set by John Ross in 2017, and the slowest was set by Isaiah Thompson with 6 seconds, with 6.60 seconds in 2011. So I was close. I was close.
Really, really close.
All right, good job, Pat. All right. That they really need one, but the Oreo cookie fans have an extra reason to indulge today. Oreo cookies were invented in New York in 1912. Since then, more than 500 billion Oreos have been sold, making it the best-selling cookie in the United States.
So we are going to settle this once and for all. We've got Oreos here on the desk.
Yeah.
As you can see, we've got those classic Oreos. There you go. Take a shot.
And I can take it from here, Jordan. The correct way to eat an Oreo is you take it, you twist it apart like so, and then you eat it piece by piece.
So, gentlemen, as we take one, cheers, cheers, cheers.
Hey.
To the Oreo Dake, one of the most classic cookies. Now, while I'm going to eat, let's talk about the radar. If we peel the radar off.